At least it served to keep the tears at bay for a time. Ariane found a basin and a flagon of cool water and washed her hands and face, but no amount of scrubbing could cleanse her of her grief. Ares, she thought, my white knight. Tears filled her eyes, and suddenly she was weeping, her whole body racked by sobs. She remembered how Hutar's heavy axe had cleaved through his flesh and bone, the way his head had gone spinning through the air. Why did you do it? Why throw your life away? I never told you to. I never wanted that. I only wanted... I wanted... That night she cried herself to sleep, for the first time, if not the last. Even in her dreams she found no peace. She dreamt of Ares Oakheart caressing her, smiling at her, telling her that he loved her. But all the while the quarrels were in him, and his wounds were weeping, turning his whites to red. Part of her knew it was a nightmare.
These Jews, look at the way these Jews drive.
Come morning, all of this will vanish, the princess told herself. But when morning came, she was still in her cell. Sir Ares was still dead, and Marcella, I never wanted that, never. I meant the girl no harm. All I wanted was for her to be a queen. If we had not been betrayed. Someone told, Hutar had said. The memory still made her angry. Ariane clung to that, feeding the flame within her heart. Anger was better than tears, better than grief, better than guilt. Someone told, someone she had trusted. Ares Oakheart had died because of that, slain by the traitor's whisper as much as by the captain's axe. The blood that had streamed down Marcella's face, that was the betrayer's work as well. Someone told, someone she had loved. That was the cruelest cut of all. She found a cedar chest full of her clothes at the foot of her bed. So she stripped out of the travel-stained garb she had slept in and donned the most revealing garments she could find, wisps of silk that covered everything and hid nothing. Prince Doran might treat her like a child, but she refused to dress like one. She knew such garb would discomfort her father when he came to chastise her for making off with Marcella. She counted on that. If I must crawl and weep, let him be uncomfortable as well. She expected him that day, but when the door finally opened, it proved to be only the servants with her midday meal. When might I see...
What the fuck are you doing?
But none of them
what the fuck was that?
The kid had been roasted with lemon and honey.
Holy fucking shit, bro. What was that?
A melange of raisins, onions. Onions, mushrooms, and fiery dragon peppers. I am not hungry, Ariane said. Her friends would be eating ship's biscuits and salt beef on their way to Gaston Grey. Take this away and bring me Prince Doran. But they left the food, and her father did not come. After a while, hunger weakened her resolve, so she sat and ate. Once the food was gone, there was nothing else for Ariane to do. She paced around her tower,
oh my God,
twice
please.
and thrice, and 3 times thrice. She sat beside the Saivasi table and idly moved an elephant. She curled up in the window seat and tried to read a book until the words became a blur. She realized that she was crying again. Ares, my sweet, my white knight, why did you do it? You should have healed it. I tried to tell you, but the words caught in my mouth. You gallant fool. It never meant for you to die. Oh, Marcella. Oh, God's been good, that little girl. Finally, she crawled back onto the feather bed. The world had grown dark. and there was little she could do but sleep. Someone told, she thought, someone told. Garin and Dre and Spotted Silver were friends of her girlhood, as dear to her as her cousin Tyene. She could not believe they would inform on her, but that left only Darkstar, and if he was the betrayer, why had he turned his sword on poor Marcella? He wanted to kill her instead of crowning her. He said as much at Shandystone. He said that was how I'd get the war I wanted. But it made no sense for Dane to be the traitor. If Sir Gerald had been the worm in the apple, why would he have turned his sword upon Marcella? Someone told. Could it have been Sir Ares? Had the White Knight's guilt won out over his lust? Had he loved Marcella more than her and betrayed